I'm Mac, CEO of National Streaming Sports Network and the host of the Mac and Jack Sports Show. And you're watching Military Broadcast Radio's Turnbuckle and Stogies, a fun show that covers wrestling and cigar, and it works every Sunday at 11 a.m. Thank you for watching.
Introducing LT Defense Tactical Gear, your ultimate solution for top-notch protection and performance in the field. Our armor bundles provide unmatched safety and comfort, while our battle belts and holsters ensure quick and easy access to your gear. Stay prepared for any situation with our high-quality medical supplies, designed to keep you ready for action at all times. Looking to enhance your skills? Our firearms training programs will take your proficiency to the next level. Trust LT Defense for all your tactical gear needs and gear up for success on the battlefield.
You going back in?
There's still men out there. God damn. When I go home, people ask me, "Hey, Hoot, why do you do it, man? Why? You some kind of war junkie?" I won't say a goddamn word. Why? They won't understand. They won't understand why we do it. They won't understand it's about the men next to you. And that's it. That's all it is.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
I want to make it clear that the views expressed by our hosts are not considered the official stance of MBR Views. Remember, this is all about having fun and enjoying the ride.
Turnbuckles and Stogies. Yo, what is up? What is up, yo? Happy Sunday. Another Sunday with your favorite hostess with the mostest.
My dad, I'm doing a wrestling match. I love wrestling. Hey.
We are Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod, your hostess with the mostest, the big dog, the vanilla gorilla, and ladies and gentlemen, today, yo, y'all ready for this? Because I don't think they're ready for this, Joe.
I don't know. It might not be.
Yo, what is up? What is up? Happy Sunday, happy fun day. You are here with the host with the most, the big dog, the vanilla gorilla. And today we have a special guest if the motherfucker ever signs on. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, I'm just gonna show you this.
Oh. And this interview won't be too long before this drops.
What do you mean? Won't be too long. I don't understand.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand what you mean. Won't be too long.
That we're not going to sit on this interview for too long. It's not going to be.
We should sit on this interview for a year.
No.
Why?
Because I have other things that I'm working on. But I think.
So, as y'all can tell, we have a guest. Whenever he stops cutting his fucking apple, and we have a guest coming on with us. So
now this is your first time smoking that.
Stop cutting your fucking apple.
This is your time. That's your first time smoking this.
Stop cutting your fucking apple and get on the fucking page. Hello. Tell them hello. Stop cutting the apple and get on the page. So guys, this is gonna air. It's no holds barred. We're gonna have Matt Booth.
Not that it's no holds barred from us.
It's no holds barred from Matt Booth.
From him.
From Danny Nippers. We got Danny Nippers coming on from Florida. We got Matt Booth coming on. All you motherfuckers don't know. Eat a bag of dicks. That's all I got to tell you. That's it. I'm tired. It's been a long 2 days for us. We're going to wait a funeral. Today has been crazy. I've been sleeping all day. So I just woke up. I just started smoking this. And if you don't come on, I'm putting it out.
No, he'll be on.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
He's coming on whenever
like
he's
it.
ready.
I don't like it. Matt, I don't like it.
He'll be here.
It sucks. You need to make something better. Make jewelry.
Well, not only does he make that,
I'm joking.
he makes this too. He is part of the whole Sancho Panza
I'm joking.
and Los Santos Deluxe revival, basically, of the brands. See, I told you, by having that burn it, it's burning evenly.
Yeah, it's burning somebody. So, Matt, where are you, Matt? Hello, Matt. Hi, Matt. We're Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod, the guy that you wanted to come on to.
It's
Hello.
making him download the app. He just texted me.
Hello, Matt.
It's making him download the app.
Hello, Matt. Hi, Matt. Come on now, Matt.
That's
Danny.
okay. He'll be here. Danny's coming.
Come on, Danny.
But
Hi,
this
Danny.
brand has been something I've looked at for probably a year or two now since it's been out. And it's been something that I've looked at and kind of overlooked.
Overlooked. We went to the store and like, too much. And then the other day he bought one.
No,
Then
it wasn't even too much.
Then
It wasn't.
he smoked it the other day. Then he hit up La So, whatever the
Yeah,
name
but
is.
you know, it wasn't even the fact it was too much. It was just something I overlooked from the start of it because I never heard of it before.
Then
I tried
bought
one
him,
the other day,
and
which
then they
was
said, hey, get Matt Booth on a
which was the
podcast.
blue one, which is the Maduro. I bought it in the Robusto size and decided to try it out. Wish I would have bought a bigger size at the time.
Hello?
Which is the 60 ring, which is what I bought now.
Bigger size. That's what she said. She said, I wish you had a bigger size.
But I will tell you the Robusto is fantastic.
She said the bigger size.
Uh-oh.
Who's this? Christ. Jesus Christ.
There he is.
Here we go, ladies
Oh,
and
wait.
gentlemen.
I got to turn. Do I have to turn it this way?
There you
Look
go.
at that sky, bro. I ordered that for you.
Sky is beautiful.
Yo, that fucking sky in California is fucking dope, ain't it?
You know, you guys need to come out here and sit on my lap, and we'll have this conversation with this sky.
Whoa. Pause there.
We also have a special guest host as well coming on. I'm just waiting for him to jump on.
So Matt,
Tell me.
ask you this. It's fucking hard to get you on here because I sent you emails, I sent you messages, and then this fucking guy sends you a fucking message, and I got you on my podcast. What the fuck is that about?
I just figured, fuck it. Let's do it. I'll do this one. He sent me the message. I was like, this one, I'll do it. Fuck it.
There we go.
Listen,
It's the process.
Just so you know, Matty Rock says hello and go fuck yourself.
Perfect.
I love Matty. Matty's the best.
He's in Hawaii with his wife right now.
Oh my God, the best.
He said, I'm taking a vacation. My phone is off. He goes, nobody texts me except my two brothers.
Nice.
So let me ask you this. So,
Okay.
Matt,
Now I'm ready. Now you
ready? You cut Pizzelles. So you cut up your apple, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
So now let me ask you this.
Wasn't for me. It was for someone else. It was a gift. It was a gift cutting.
So let me ask you this. So how did you go from jewelry to cigars?
So that's a good question. Let's take it back a step further, shall we? And then I'll answer your question woven into a little bit of story time. Because I think that's what you are looking for. You're looking for a little information, a little background information.
Yes.
We'll do story time. We're going to do story time right now.
Story time with Matt Booth, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, once upon a time, when two grown people love each other, what happened was I had gotten out of the Marine Corps infantry in about 2000. Okay. And I had relocated back to Hollywood to pursue a career in music. All right. With stars in my eyes and probably far more testosterone in my coursing through my body than I knew what to do with at the time as a young man. I struck out into the world to make my mark. And it was there in Hollywood as a byproduct of my aspirational journey. I found myself coming into contact with a great deal of these underground, if you know, Los Angeles luxury lifestyle collections. Okay. Brands that have never seen the light of day outside of that world and outside of the niche subcultures that they service with their wares. Not unlike the craft cigar game. Many parallels be run between the two of those worlds. Now, the cornerstone of a great deal of these collections was handmade sterling silver that was made in Los Angeles. And I very much fancied that. And I became enamored with that. And over time, I realized that not only my creativity was being split between the craft of music making and jewelry design, it was being handed over to jewelry design. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and catch myself creating three-dimensional designs in my mind versus riffs. And that's when I kind of knew that I was going to pursue that in a more serious fashion. Now, it was my vision to create a multi-category lifestyle collection unlike anything that I was seeing in LA at the time. Harvesting little bits of good from each of these collections and in terms of their brand architecture, but also very enamored with a brand that you may have heard of called Alfred Dunhill. And very enamored with this brand from the perspective of the time frame of the 1960s specifically. This was the quintessence of the jet-setting good life, right? This was a brand that you could, an international gentleman or gentle lady of leisure could sit in their private courtyard of their flagship showroom in Mayfair in London and smoke one of their cigars, drink some of their cognac, maybe even have an espresso of theirs, and await their custom monogram passport cover that they would then put their passport in and fly to New York City, right? And that was what that brand was at the time. And I was very smitten with the idea of trying to create what would the Alfred Dunhill of 1965 look like by 2025.
And I gotta tell you, I looked at some of your jewelry. I have you on
fucking tell me.
Page. I have you on a full page because this is how we do it. We like to give our guests the whole full page. So I looked at some of your jewelry because Matty had it. You know, fucking Matty, he has shit from 60 years ago. So I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, he's like, and I bet you don't know who that is. I said, that has to fucking be you. I said, that has to be him. He goes, yep, that's him. I said, holy shit, man. I said, what the fuck? He goes, I have shit that I don't even know I even opened.
Right. Well, look, man, I mean, I've been doing this for some time. I've been making jewelry almost 25 years now, you know.
Wow.
And, but my vision was that this was going to include other categories of goods and other categories of goods that I couldn't make in LA. I could make clothing and all that shit there.
Right.
But I desired to expand with a premium cigar and a craft alcohol.
So now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So your craft alcohol, what is that? Because I have not found it. I have not seen it.
It's a craft gin made on the West Coast, currently distributed in 13 states directly.
Not in New York.
No. Your state is somewhat of an asshole when it comes to selling merchandise.
They're even somewhat of an asshole when it comes to selling cigars too.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Your state is, although I love New York, and I actually love New Yorkers more than I love the state, I happen to get along with them very well. In terms of commerce, it's a little bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
So where can I find it in New Jersey?
You can order it online through Caskers direct to your door.
Okay, I'm gonna order
And
it,
then-
and then we're gonna come. You're gonna come back on, and we're gonna drink together.
No, and then you could sip on gin and juice.
Then I can sip on gin and juice. Shout out
Then
to
you can
Snoop
beer
Dogg.
Laid back.
bong a whole 750 ml bottle of our gin and send yourself
Jesus
to fucking
Christ.
Uranus. Uranus.
You're
Depending
gonna
on how
send
you
yourself.
pronounce
You're
that.
gonna send yourself out of the fucking galaxy if you do that.
Fucking A, you are, bro.
So, Matt,
And by the way,
how did
in
you-
advance, you're welcome. Yeah. You're fucking welcome.
thank
What's
you,
the next
Matt.
question?
Fucking-
Or should I just keep rambling? Because I can do that too.
I mean, so I had a question that somebody had sent me. They wanted to
Oh,
know
here we go.
how you came up with the name Room 101 Cigars.
You know how David Carradine died?
No.
No, I don't.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. They found him in a closet in a hotel room in
yes, I
Thailand.
heard
He
that. I heard that.
strangled himself. Well,
Yes.
he had been strangled to death by a rope while he was jacking off. Whether he did it or someone else did it, no one will ever know. That has nothing to do with what I'm about to tell you. So I was very enamored also with the nuts and bolts of the story 1984 by George
Nuts
Orwell.
and bolts. Really
The
nuts,
nuts and bolts of the story. The victuals, the substance, the girthy middle ground of the narrative of the story, which is that the man, the system are trying to stamp out individuality and creative freedom, right? Amongst many other things. And so this was a tongue-in-cheek reference to George Orwell's work, 1984, and the sentiment that it carries, because I am a champion for the human creative spirit and individuality and all of these things that they're trying to eradicate in that story. By the way, everything that we do means something. We just might not talk about it all the time.
Right.
Because it would just be
Correct.
this endless droning of meaningful bullshit, you know. But
Well, it's
everything we
never-
do has purpose.
It's never meaningful bullshit. People don't realize that when you put out some kind of product, anybody that puts out
There's a
product,
story behind
there's
everything.
always a story behind that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people don't never realize that they're like, oh, Matt Booth put out this. And I always tell people there's always a story behind something that Matt puts out.
There is, man. There's substance there. But this is why our products, at least I believe, one of the reasons our products resonate with our consumers is because they're baked with authenticity, man. And it's not
Absolutely.
something, doesn't have a stamp on it that says baked with authenticity. So it'd be
Right.
ridiculous.
Wait, it don't have the
So
it don't have the it don't have the authenticity stamp with it from somebody that made sure that it was you that said it.
We're just gonna say yes. We're gonna say
so
yes.
we have a special guest.
I don't know what
host
the
with
fuck
us
is
today,
going
too.
on over there, but it's late in the afternoon. I'm assuming you guys have.
There's
Oh dear.
a special guest.
He said, "Oh dear."
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I only brought one change of pants for this interview. Now it's you know, I didn't properly prior plan.
I can't. You know
I'll
what?
sit
I
here in
can't
my
even
own
say
love
nothing.
butter.
Listen, I can't even say nothing right now. Because
So I'll take over since you can't formulate questions. So over the last, I would say, 2, maybe 3 years, there was a resurgence of the Sancho Panza brand. And I know
Yes.
you were one of the driving forces behind that. So what made you want to revive that brand to kind of the old hype that used to be around it?
Oh man, I thought it was wildly interesting and a really provocative proposition to be able to tamper with a traditional brand. When I was afforded that opportunity, I leapt towards it. You know, I thought how cool would it be to be able to, you know, give this brand a respectful remodel that's obviously observant of a lot of its traditional genetics, but amp it up a little bit to level out with the demands of the modern smoker, the smoker of today, right? And it was really cool. I worked with a good friend of mine, Justin Andrews, also known as Fuzzy Wuzzy, from the STG
Fuzzy
camp, and
Wuzzy.
they commissioned us with the task of revitalizing and resuscitating that brand. And that brand,
So
quite frankly, what's that?
I am a big Sancho Panza fan, and Joey will tell you, I love my fucking Sancho Panzas. I'm not fucking with them anymore because you have put them out. And let me tell you this shit right here.
I've been. Hold on. Can you calm down here, Mr. Fucking Airplane? I'm filming an interview.
So it's right here.
So disrespectful. Don't they know I'm filming an interview over here?
This one right here.
Nipsey, look at how he's just holding that rod up to the camera like that. It's almost like vulgar.
You know what?
It's vulgar what he's doing. Oh, look, you too. Bunch of fucking freaks.
There's no way you're gonna hold that this is gonna come out good for you.
It's not gonna come out good for me. So Matt, this.
Holy! I already got paid on that. I don't even want to look at it anymore. Hurts my feelings.
Let's talk about this bad bitch right here.
I don't want to cut you off. And
then you got that one.
So what about the Sancho Panza? You like it? You love it?
Yeah. So
it's your
when
shit.
I started smoking, the one that I enjoyed that I was first exposed to was when they had the big blue band and it said Triple Añejo on it. That was the last time I had ever found a really good Sancho Panza that I enjoyed, and then it just kind of went almost like extinct, except for the, as I call it, the really small banded Sancho Panzas, the red,
and then
the bronze, I call it the original smaller banded ones.
And then you have the Triple Maduro, which I love to death.
Well, yeah, now you have the new ones. You have the Extra Cheeto, the Fuerte.
Badass Cigar Life, Mark, you see him posted all the time, Badass Cigar Life. He likes the Extra Cheeto.
The Extra
So how did you come up with the Extra fucking Cheeto? That's what I want to know.
I mean, all those blends were meant to be, the result of the exercise of tampering with tradition, to take the traditional foundation of what that brand used to offer and to build new, exciting, erotic, and enthralling blend compositions that under combustion could bring the joy that you're describing right now on this show.
Kind of like
he
is. Kind of like the joy that this 60 ring Connecticut is bringing me.
Look at that. Look at what's going on. This is a fucking bonus for days over here, bro.
I mean, come on now.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I told you that's not going to happen. So just let it go.
Listen.
Wait, what's going on? No, hold on. Wait. Let's slow everything down. Talk to me. Tell me. What are you doing? What's going on with you?
He's trying to drink, but the problem is he's laughing too hard. I told him that's not going to happen during this episode.
That's why you got to stick in the IV.
Eat some mushrooms.
What he said in the beginning, and beer bomb 750 milliliters and be done.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to. I mean, you still would though. You still would because it's the mechanics of that mindset, but you wouldn't need to. Right.
Danny, he goes, you could just 750 wood the IV.
Yeah, put it right through the beer bong and just hold it up like this.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes in and you go out.
There you go. You go out of the galaxy to the next one.
So
it's very nice.
Guys,
it's a very nice process.
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
The fuck do you mean commercials? What are you talking about commercials? The fuck are we doing here?
Take a quick commercial break. It's only a minute. It's only a minute.
I got to pay bills.
Some fucking YouTube shit over here? What are we doing?
I mean, we don't have to. You know what? Fuck it. We don't have to
take your commercial break. You have sponsors, apparently. Just do it. Do it. I'll be here. I'm just gonna be here.
Yo, so I keep telling y'all, the boss knows every motherfucking body. Keep telling y'all that. So guess who showed up at the hotel here in Connecticut? And y'all not gonna believe this shit. Joe, they ready for this shit, Joe?
I don't know. Are they?
Y'all not gonna believe this shit. but I'm going to show y'all who showed up. This is the CEO and founder of NESS.
One half of the
My
Mac
man.
Sports Show.
Go ahead, Mac.
What's going on, fellows out there? Glad to be here with my favorite wrestling podcast. I love these guys. They're unique. They're funny. And I'll tell you, they know a lot about wrestling. You got to go to the Roku channel. All you got to do, channel search on Roku TV, channel search National Streaming Sports, and you'll get their show.
So, Mac, let me ask you this. So, they can't find it. It's like the Pat McAfee show. Once ESPN take that shit off for the hour, it's done.
That's right. That's right.
So if you're not gonna watch from 11 to 12:30, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's like being a barn. Wait, it's like being a barn smoker. If you ain't got your fucking ticket, you ain't getting in.
I know what to tell you.
Go ahead.
Go to the Turnbuckles and Stogies podcast YouTube page, and you can watch all of our back episodes from episode 5 and on.
But
the originals are on the MB Radio YouTube page.
Let me tell you something else. Go where people know. 12,430 followers.
Whoa!
On the Roku channel.
Whoa!
1,600 views a day.
I feel like Elizabeth.
I'm telling you.
Elizabeth, fat sad for Elizabeth. Elizabeth, I'm coming, Elizabeth.
I mean, you don't get any better than that.
Sports all day, every day, to include my favorite wrestling podcast.
Well, and there you have it, guys. Our producer from Connecticut, Mr. Mac.
There we go. And we're back.
And we're back. And I seen your phone fell, by the way.
We lost Danny in the process.
So you guys are in the habit of meeting with strange gentlemen in hotels in Connecticut.
Well, that was our producer.
Well, I mean, technically, you're right. He was a stranger at the time, because that was the first time we met him in person.
I mean, I'm in the cigar business 15, 16 years. I get it, bro.
I mean, I'm
Many
just saying.
a strange interaction in a hotel room in a moderately priced courtyard Marriott.
Yeah, that was actually it's ironic because that was a hotel room of the Marriott.
Do you want to meet me in a hotel?
I of course I do. How much are we talking? Of course I know it's the fucking Marriott. I know that fucking those color palettes. I know the fine drapery of the Marriott establishment.
The fucking same wooden headboard that every Marriott fucking has.
So let me ask you about this brand.
Because I had never heard of this brand until
we smoked it with you.
Well, I had heard of it when you redid the brand and it kind of came out, but I'd always overpassed it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the purpose of those, brand resuscitation exercises, right? Like to give a longstanding, respected and revered brand another day in the sun. Both of those brands have had completely different lifespans since we did that than they ever would have. It's a rad brand. It's Los Dados Deluxe. What in Cuba was kind of known as the everyday working class person's cigar, right? And I've always been a huge fan of the name. And when I was given artistic license and freedom to kind of dress that any way I saw fit, we came up with the new logo format, and gave it some splashes of color, revitalization of blend mixtures. And again, I already got paid on that. I don't know why we're talking about this. We could talk about Room 101. You want to talk about Room 101?
Sure, let's talk about Room 101.
Shit's making my penis soft, what you're showing me here.
I'm sorry.
Actually, no,
we
wait.
don't want to do that.
No. It's fine. It's been flaccid for almost 15 years. I'm in the cigar business. What do we want? What about Los Dados Deluxe? You like that? You like that brand?
Oh,
Sniff it. Sniff it.
It's good.
Sniff it.
Sniff it.
Put it up. Sniff it. Do you feel the small particles travel inside your body? Your senses activated by the wafting of its combustible essence?
I do, Matt. I do.
Yeah.
It's as if I was there, blowing in you.
If you were here, you give me a hand job and I'd turn around the other way.
See? You smoke that and I jack you off. Nothing could ever touch that experience.
So let's
Danny, what do you got to ask, Danny? Go ahead, Danny.
Well,
Go ahead, Danny.
the first time that I met Matt was also at a hotel.
You see?
At
a Marriott.
It was a Marriott. Yeah, and the bench. There was the bench.
Mm-hmm.
There was the bench there, Matt. We had the moist bench.
Had the moist bench.
We shared some conversation. We combusted Rod in the parking lot.
Yes, we.
You know, it's what it's all
Combusting
about,
Rod,
sharing these moments.
combusting Rod with friends is a great thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
To
saying.
share the active combustion, the dead plant rod, just straight to your grill piece. You look right now, you guys are doing it together. You're sharing a moment, and we're sharing another moment with you digitally. It's like a full spectrum reach around.
Hey, listen. That's good once in a while you're smoking a cigar. It makes you feel special.
Fucking me.
So what?
Yes,
what,
please. You guys keep derailing this conversation with your antics.
What can we
please.
expect?
Let's get back to the interview here.
What more can we expect coming from you and Room 101?
Good
as
times.
far as like, well, always. As far as like
Fanciful
new cigar
delights.
blends or stuff like that, or
all sorts of things, many things. You know, I have many projects in various stages of development right now. A Hollywood guy taught me to say that back in the day. I have many projects in various stages of development.
So listen, so we're going to come to PCA. So we're coming to PCA.
I think he's telling you he wants to meet you in a hotel room as
I want
strange
to
men.
meet you in a hotel room with strange men.
Perfect.
Oh,
That's what Vegas
in New
is.
Orleans.
Oh no, it's not Vegas. It's New Orleans.
It's Nolans.
Yeah,
it's Nolans.
I woke up in the street in New Orleans. I don't know if I'm
Oh,
ready to
me
go
too.
back.
Oh,
Jesus,
me too.
Man.
He said I woke up in the street.
Did you wake up on Bourbon Street is the question.
No,
They
I have no
swept
idea
me
where
up
I
on the
was. It was
side of the
like
road like the rest of the trash. They just pushed me up on the side of the road like the rest of the trash that night. That was, yeah, it was.
This is why you and I get along.
This is one of the best interviews that we have done because Matt just goes on, and I fucking love him for that.
This is some kind of abortion. What's going on here? This is good.
Yeah, we still have our clothes on.
It's almost as if,
as of now,
it's almost
you want me
as
to take
if.
it off? You want me to take it off? Hold on.
Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Show me your titty.
That's what gets him going.
Show me that titty. The right one. You know the one.
He said, "Show the titty." So Matt, let me ask you this.
I don't know. I'm just trying to have a conversation here. I don't know. I'm sorry.
So
tell me.
Let me ask you. It's cool. So let me ask you. So the Room 101.
Yes.
And how did that come about? I know you started telling us, and then Danny jumped on.
Yeah, this is all Danny's fault, right? This derailment.
It's Danny's fault. Yes.
Yeah, I get it. He does that. You know, you call like, I need 2 minutes. I gotta get a download on something. Then 30 minutes later, it's fucking Danny just on a, you know. Wait, nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing. See, right now he's doing it.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
now he's doing it.
That was cool. I just lit my finger on fire.
So here's the deal. 2009, I was ushered into the cigar game by a group of executives that felt that that agreed with me that our brand would translate to this category. And I spent the first 8 years of our cigar life with this brand, launching, building, distributing with a company named Davidoff. You might have heard of them.
I think so.
I think I heard of them, but I don't like them. But that's true.
Following 8 years with the Davidonians, I took the brand rights back and started to do it independently, which then led ultimately to the acquisition of the brand.
Okay. So,
but I built the brand over the course of several years, door to door, handshake to handshake, like a 1952 vacuum salesman.
Right.
Showing respect.
You have no reps. You just do it yourself.
Well, now we have an army of salesmen, and actually it is salesmen, because there aren't saleswomen on that team yet, but there should be probably. Whenever they come, they'll come. But there's an army of sales brokers out there selling our product now, along with the rest of the Forge portfolio.
I got to tell you, when we go to
you tell me,
we go to Jersey and we go to Cigar World, and she has all your stuff. And we went out there yesterday after my grandma's funeral to buy your cigars.
I'm on it.
So we went out there after yesterday, and they're like, "You're smoking?" I said, "No, I just got to buy it for tomorrow for our podcast." And they're like, "Okay." And she loves you. She's like, "I want to get Matt in here to do a cut and light." I said, "Well, we might be able to help you a little bit." I said, "We might be." And she has all your lines.
She has the hit and run. She has the farce.
She has.
I think there's like she's got like 3 or 4 different ones of the farce, because I know that there's different blends for them.
So tell me,
I love it.
Tell me about Matt. Tell me about the hit and run. How did you come up with that? Because I've never smoked it, because I'm not a Connecticut smoker.
No, the hit and run's the Maduro that you picked up. This is a Connecticut.
Tell me about the hit and run.
So the Hit and Run was a brand that I developed with a very dear friend of mine, the villain of the premium tobacco space, Robert Rosewood Calderman. And this was the project that we relaunched our brand with independently in 2017. We've kept it alive over the years with different blend iterations, things of that nature. The new blend is probably my favorite to date. Made with William Ventura in the Dominican Republic, of little to no Dominican tobaccos. It's a very comprehensive blend, and a very stimulating blend. I happen to favor it. I'm partial to that. You should smoke more of those, by the way.
Well,
I'm gonna go this week and smoke 1 or 2. I'll go buy them and smoke them.
And when I post it, I hope that you respond to my post, because every time I post a Matt Booth 101 or something, I don't get a response. Joey posted, and that motherfucker gets a response like that.
What is going on with our relationship? I feel like there's blockage. I need to pay better attention.
That's
you know what? You say, "Hey, pay attention to this. Look at this."
I'm gonna tag you and say, "Pay attention."
Yeah, pay the fuck attention. Look at this. I paid good money for this ride.
I'll make sure when he posts it, I make sure it's proofread before he does it, because sometimes he might add it but not actually tag the page. So I have to make sure that it's actually tagged.
I exchange interaction with everybody. At least I try to. We just must be missing something here.
No, I'm a little retarded.
Understood. Well, I'll be good to you then.
Little's an understatement.
I thought he was going to say he's horny. I don't know why I was thinking that. He looks horny.
He does look horny.
He looks horny, right?
He looks very horny.
My man needs to go get some. You know?
I mean, it could be because he's a bald guy. Maybe that's why.
It's
you know what it is? He's shaped like a flaccid object.
There you go.
That's what it is.
God, if I was there, I would mount you like a face hugger from Alien.
I would climb you like a tree.
Yeah. I'd be all over that cranium. Fuck yeah, bro.
Turnbuckles and
Yeah.
My man Danny Nippers. We got to take a quick commercial.
No, we don't have to take a commercial break. No more commercial breaks. Forget it. No more commercial breaks. Commercials take too long.
He's the producer.
Oh man.
So Matt, tell us.
I was actually looking forward to the commercial. I mean, you guys were going to be at like a water park with somebody next. I don't even know what's going on.
I mean, I have another commercial break, but it's a music video.
And it's a bet. It's a bet because our
I also have a betting commercial.
Do the promo.
Why not?
Pay the bills, brother.
See, we're supporting your show. You see this? You see how we're doing this?
I see that.
It's a partnered effort.
Thank you.
Been home about 6 months now, and I still have my doubts. Well, I'm not sure how I got here or how I'm gonna get out. Well, my mama says I look the same as I did before I left. But if she could see inside of me, it would scare her to death. Well, I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun, and I can hear my sergeant screaming, run, soldier, run. And I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, got it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. Well, they taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off. Last Saturday they honored us in a small parade downtown. And when they shot off those fireworks, I nearly hit the ground. And while they smiled and cheered for us, all I could do was stare. 'Cause part of me is here at home, but part of me's back there. Well, I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun, and I can hear my sergeant screaming, run, soldier, run. And I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, got it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. They taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off. Yeah, there's no end in sight. 'Cause even though I'm home now, I'm still fighting for my life. Well, I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun, and I can hear my sergeant screaming, run, soldier, run. And I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, got it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. Well, they taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off. Well, the devil's won some battles, and he may win some more.
Hey, look at that. We're back.
Yo, and we are back. Yo, you with Turnbuckles and Stogies Sunday Fun Day. My man Danny fucking Nippers from Florida. And I don't know where Matt's
here, guys. I promise.
Matt's here. I promise.
There he is.
There he is. There he is.
He was just
He didn't go
lurking.
nowhere. So Matt, let me ask you about this.
Well, it's not it. Hold on, that's not it.
Hold on.
Because
So-
there was one I was looking for that I thought was yours, but I guess not. It was called I think it was like a Mother's Church or something like that. I think it was at Churchill. Somebody, because it was with your stuff.
Sounds like a giant
Yeah,
vagina.
it was like a pink label. Might be.
Like a huge gaping
I forget
crevice.
what it was called.
Hey,
listen.
I'm gonna name something that. Well, no, somebody already has that name, I guess. I'd like to get up inside your mother's church tonight.
When I went to one of the stores.
See how that rolls off the fucking pallet?
But this one,
just show
I went looking on your website for it, but I don't remember the name of it. So you made a payback. That's called El Gran Papi Chulo.
That's correct. Because before I sold it, I owned the name Papi Chulo. I owned the trademark. And this was the name that we afforded to our petite Corona size. And so this was a slightly more engorged rod to the Papi Chulo.
Okay.
So I called it El Gran Papi Chulo.
Now is that one out or is it?
Yeah, bro, it's out. It's in the wild.
No, I haven't seen it. That's why I'm asking. I haven't seen it yet.
It's around.
I must not be looking in the right spots then.
Well, Al Gore made the internet for you, baby.
I'm gonna have to do some looking around.
Yeah.
So I saw.
I'm sorry, guys.
The one
I
that,
fucked up your show today. I'd just like to say sorry.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I do this to a
Not
lot
at
of
all.
people. Everybody's like,
Not
"Oh,
at all.
Booth, come on the show, come," and then and then it's just
Are
a
you kidding
fucking
me?
abomination.
Are you fucking kidding me right now, bro? You fucking made our
show
podcast
normally goes off the rails.
You gave our podcast.
I make all these innuendos all the time. I mean, just not as I don't use the word rod, but I'm gonna have to start using that now. I've never used that one before.
It's a rod.
Well, it is technically a rod. This one's a nice 60. This is a 60-ring rod.
Oh, it's a rod.
It's a hog. Once it goes over 60, it's a hog.
Hey, listen.
That's an industry term,
Danny,
obviously.
Danny, you posted you showed your cigar. So
that's what is that? The Golden Death bucket, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
That looks like what I've come to understand.
That is what it is.
So,
what about this one, Matt?
So, how can I get that? How can I get that? How can I get that?
Eager Beaver gets the worm. Something
basically.
Something like that.
Because certain places release it every once in a while when they have some found in their humidor.
I was actually standing next to Matt when he told a lady that she couldn't buy it and she would not listen to him. And he said, this is not for sale. You have to buy, whatever. And she wanted to buy as many of those as she could. And he was like,
right? She wanted to buy
she was aggressive, bro. Yeah, she was aggressive.
People want what they want. The heart knows what it wants.
Yeah.
I get it.
Matt,
Tell me.
Let me ask you this.
Tell me.
So, let me ask you this. You're the fucking coolest dude right now besides Matty Rocks.
Okay.
Besides
Well,
Matty
someday
Rocks.
I'll get there. I'm trying.
You the fucking coolest dude right now. So when I see you in PCA in 2025, are you gonna do an interview with us?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask if we were going to make out. Yeah, I mean, we'll do the interview. I mean, I guess that's cool.
My hotel.
It's okay.
That's cool.
That's cool. I'll do the interview. Yeah. I mean, like anything else going to happen, or
we got to break out.
a trade show.
It's an
You know what we should do?
You don't know.
You know what we should do? We should go find like a dental hygienist convention or like a public school teacher convention, and then provide the cigars for that.
Yeah.
And just observe.
Yeah, I can see that over really
I have
well.
a feeling there's a lot of synergy between our industry and those industries. At least on the
Very possible.
yeah, at least in the trade show circuit there.
Hey, listen, you never know.
I can see.
So I was just thinking about this. There's one of your cigars I smoked a while ago.
Do tell.
And I think somebody said Famous had it. I don't know who had it. It was given to me. It was the Payback El Mas Chingon. The purple label.
Mas Chingon was a private label for Famous back in the day.
Okay. Because I had smoked. Somebody had given that to me not long
Also a
after I
hog.
started smoking.
Yeah,
Yes.
larger ring.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a hog.
Hog.
Yeah, that's I'll give you that one. That's definitely a hog. Because that was, although it was a great cigar.
No, it's
I like the
hog.
Payback.
Who said hog equals
I like
bad?
the Payback.
I think hog is good. Hog is good.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
The Payback.
What's going on?
It burns fucking disgusting.
Well, no, not all of them do.
It burns.
Did you say
disgusting.
viscosity? I'm losing my hearing. You say something about viscosity?
It burns fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Well, that could be user error too. I mean, I've had that.
Did you smoke it sideways?
Probably.
Only
Did you
on-
did
I
you light it
smoked
and then
upside
did you smoke it this way? How did you do it? Did you hold on. Wait, show me again. Show me on the doll where he touched
Where it hurt you.
and also how you smoked it.
This guy.
It's a Darth Vader doll.
He's out of. He's done for now. He's done for a little while. So
That's it?
now what? No.
He's in the game,
No. We're
bro.
not. He's a little off right now because he can't
Because he's
stop
horny.
laughing.
That's what I'm saying.
He's shaped like a plastic object.
This man needs to ejaculate. He needs to free himself of this tension. Look, help your boy out. You're right there. Look, if I was there, obviously I'm not there though. You're right there. You're right next. Just help him out. Just
No. Do the double Dutch rudder there. Do the double Dutch rudder.
No, not at all. He's gonna have to figure
Is
that
that like
one
a
out for
firm
himself.
no, or is that like I need another cocktail?
No, that's a firm no.
That's what they all say.
That one's a firm no.
That's
So
what
I
they all
saw,
say.
what was it? I saw you
Are we
re-release
being
the.
truthful with each other right now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He might be telling a little white lie once in a while, but hey, listen. So I saw you re-release the Payback, and it's called the 70s.
Speaking of release, which is what our man needs to achieve right now.
He's gonna cover the camera.
Yeah, you could do this one. Just do that. Just, you know.
He could go
We're all
inside.
friends
He
here.
could take his mic off and go inside to the bathroom and come back out.
I'll be right back.
So selfish. This shared moment is occurring right now. There's energy, there's synergy, bro. Look at this.
Hey,
might
Matt.
be a
Wait, is he
little.
go? Look, he's going. Oh my goodness.
It might be.
It's gonna go jack
Bro,
off.
don't go. Just do it. Do it here,
Right here.
guy.
It might be. It might be a little
No,
awkward.
Now I miss him. I got so used to you guys being
He'll be
there.
back.
Now I hope so.
I'm the handsomer half of the podcast duo.
I mean, look,
I'm definitely the handsomer.
I didn't want
half.
to say anything, you know. But since
We all
we're
know it.
talking
It's
about
okay. He knows it too. He may not want to accept it, but he knows it.
So you tried the Payback 70.
I haven't tried them yet. I've seen them. I saw
It's a
them the
hog.
other day. I didn't grab one.
Hog.
What? I know they used
You know
to
what,
come
Danny?
in the 70 ring gauges and the 80 ring gauges, but what?
I am
What
absolutely
made you stop
absurd.
making them that big?
What's that?
I said, what made you stop making them? Is that 70s like specifically a 70 ring? Is that why it's called the 70s, or how did that
Yes.
kind of? Okay.
So when I was relaunching our brand the second time, there was a tremendous issue and a cloud looming above our heads called FDA regulation, this impending doom. And a lot of it was, you know, I remember doing my very best to study some of the overarching principles of this regulation. And welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Now we can continue. I felt very cold and alone without your presence, man. I'm just going to let you know. Now, at the time, there were some restrictions, and this is like cliff notes, right? Because we don't need to get into all the fucking bullshit. But at the time, there were some foreseen restrictions on the quantity that could be of a product placed in a box or its actual size format based on how long that SKU had been active in market. And we launched our brand in 2009, and we launched our 70 ring gauge hogs in like 2014, 15, right? We didn't make the cutoff. So I took a conservative approach to how we were going to roll our brand back out. And I omitted that size format at the time to remain within what we saw as compliance. So this is now, and they wasted a bunch of our time, and here we are now. Nobody gives a fuck. So you have 70 ring gauge again. It's great.
So
I love it.
Let me ask you this.
Love it, bro. Love it. It loves you. When you go into a store and you see that hog, you're going to look at it and you're going to have a moment. There's going to be like elevator music that comes on in the background, or the type of music you play at the grocery store now.
Yeah.
Right? And you are going to start feeling some kind of way.
It's okay.
And it's going to be mutual. That hog communicates in a
Absolutely.
different language than you and I do. It's all emotional.
Right.
It's all psychoerotic. You will
absolutely
grasp it firmly, but not too firm. Just
right.
enough.
You might break it if you grasp it too firm.
You will introduce it to your beautiful little mouth there, and you will begin to combust. And then you'll understand.
It's okay.
So
you will be face to face with your very own completion in that moment.
Fantastic.
Danny,
that hog is
What's
effectively an antenna to the universe.
Danny.
Frequency that he was picking up is your completion.
What we're saying right now.
I'm pretty used to Matt. Me and Matt talk a good bit, so I enjoy the back and forth and the band. You know, it's a lot.
It keeps
It's
things
a lot of
interesting.
fun. Hey, Matt.
Look, man, I'm just talking.
What about this guy right here? You guys know what this is?
I've seen that before. I don't know the name of it, but I've seen it before.
You two need to get some more fucking cigars.
LBD, baby.
This is what I'm coming. These are the learnings that I'm taking from this evolution. You guys need more cigars.
So Matt,
that's when you.
Well, I do, but they're also not readily. All those aren't readily available.
Yeah, you're not getting that one. No.
Feel free to, I'll send you my address. Feel free to send us some cigars.
Guaranteed. If you open Google Maps or some sort of other GPS type app on your phone, and you drew a 1, maybe 2 max mile radius from your current location, guaranteed there is a fucking crackhead in that circle that if they saw a picture of that item and knew that by the end of the day they could trade that for what they needed, they would get that fucking cigar, bro.
I can get that. I think I know some people that might have some of those, so I can. I'm gonna.
Are you gonna let a crackhead out hustle you for a fun
Yeah,
cigar?
don't let a crackhead out hustle you.
Is that
I'll do my work.
what we're
I'll get
talking
them. I'll get them.
Matt,
Okay.
I'm gonna send you my address.
We'll see.
Feel free to send us
Oh yeah,
some
send me your address. I've got some mail for you.
Matt may show up here.
Matt, you can show up here. We barbecue. My wife is Italian. She cooks.
Wouldn't that be fun? I'm just like, yo, I brought some cigars.
That's all you got to do is bring cigars, and my wife will cook for you.
Perfect.
That's all.
Perfect.
So Matt, let me ask you this. So Sansa Panza, I'm a big Sansa Panza fan, and I know we touched on this before. So how did you come up with the name Cheetos for Sansa Panza?
I'm a huge fan of the delightful cheese puff snack. You
There you
said
go.
Cheetos.
Okay. Yes.
I think what he means to say is how did you come about calling it the extra Cheeto?
Right.
What is there a meaning behind the word Cheeto as far as cigars
Cheeto
go?
just means cool, man.
Because Bad Cigar Life, when we were at a lounge, he bought 2 boxes, and he's like, Dave and Joey told me about this, and this is great. And I'm like, fucking Sansa Panzas.
I mean, he came to my house one day and brought us, just because he could, he came to the house and brought us a box of the double Maduros.
Amazing.
He just showed up. He was like, "What?" He goes, "You guys home?" I'm like, "Hey," he goes, "I got something for you." I said, "Okay."
I love it.
And he shows up and he goes, "Here you go." I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it."
Matt, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for coming on.
I think I have 1, maybe 2 more questions,
You know,
if that.
A lot of people don't come on our podcast, but we do get a lot of people. But I want to thank you personally because you are the fucking man, bro. And we sent Matty Rocks a message. I said, "Yo,
I wouldn't have missed it.
We got Matt Booth coming on." He goes, "All right, bitches."
I wouldn't have missed it.
Hi, bitches.
I wouldn't have missed the show.
We appreciate it.
Don't you have 2
I'm
questions?
glad. I do. I was going to let him finish, but
no. Well, we're not. I'm not cutting him off. I just want to make sure that you're not cut off.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So, a friend of ours has just started up his own company, his own cigar company. He wanted me to ask you, what's the best piece of advice you could give to a brand new startup cigar brand?
Well, first of all, my first piece of advice would have been before he started to not start. That would have been my first piece of advice.
Okay.
But since he went ahead and fucked up on his own, okay, that's fine. We're going to help your boy out a little bit here. I think that the only advice that I have for him is that perseverance pays, man. You know, this isn't a fast process, you know, just like the products. The process of building a brand is an organic feat, and it's all about consistency. As Sal Fontana once told me, either be consistently good or consistently bad, but make sure you're consistent.
Okay.
And he can never
Matt,
stop.
let me ask you this.
If he stops, he will fail.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
So if us two, and I'm starting my own cigar brand, and Danny knows this because I talk to Danny all the time.
You shouldn't do that, but okay. You hate yourself, bro? Is that what this is? Do we need to? I need to come over there. I'm concerned now.
So
You're a beautiful person. You don't need to feel that way about yourself. Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I want to start my own brand.
Yeah, I get it.
So
I get it.
Start Boss Dog Cigars. Are you gonna come on and help us out?
Wait, what do you mean help you out?
I think
Like
what
what,
you're
how he was going to
asking-
help you earlier and you left, or what do you mean?
No, I think what he's, if I'm understanding his question correctly, and that's a big if.
You do a lot of
I
translating.
think what he's, I try.
Well,
I've been doing this for a little while.
He's been doing this for a little while.
I have to translate for him because he doesn't speak very good English.
So
what he's getting at, if I'm correct,
I'm understanding him
is
perfectly.
if we start our own brand, would you be willing to help us out by maybe taste testing our blends? I think is what he's getting at.
Yes.
I will smoke your rods.
Yes.
And tell you what I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
How about
listen,
that?
I'll let you smoke my rod. Why not? Right? I mean,
There
hey.
you go.
I'm
See,
pretty sure
everybody
that's the question
wins.
he was getting at.
It's a win-win.
I'm pretty sure that's the question he was getting at. He was. I have to think about his questions when they come out sometimes because they don't come out worded correctly.
I would love to try them. And I'd highly encourage you revisiting the thought process that brought you to this point.
Fantastic. I'll think about it while I think about it while I smoke my my next cigar.
There you go.
And that might not even be enough.
All right,
That
Joey,
might
you
not
got to
even be
get
enough.
you got to get these. You got to get all of these.
Look at him.
I can
Just
work on that. I might know
flexing.
somebody that has some of those. I know.
You
Just
do.
like-
You're
Danny
talking.
Nippers.
You're talking to him. You're
Just
talking
like
to the
his
guy.
fucking picture this morning, Matt. Like he can't just save some for the rest of us.
So Matt,
He's
I'm
unbelievable.
gonna send you my address.
You're better off at this point sending it to fucking Danny. Shit.
I'm gonna send you Danny. You have my address ready, Danny.
You might be better off sending that shit to fucking Danny.
You know, you might.
See, even Matt
I
says
think
you
he's
might.
got more shit than me.
He probably
Yo,
he's probably got shit you forgot about.
It's true.
So-
I'm not going to
so
argue that.
Matt- so
Joey,
Matt,
if you
let me
get
ask-
if you find this, I'm going to ship myself. If you find this,
All you gotta do is give me the name of it, and I'll
well,
get on the Google machine.
it's LBD, Little Big Delicious.
Oh well, Matt,
This is
now
the
that-
this is the OG.
Matt,
This
now
is the
that he
OG.
said that, how do
This-
we find that, Matt?
Matt
On the
doesn't even know
internet.
how I found it, do you, Matt? You have no idea how I found this,
Probably
do
on
you?
the internet. You found it
No.
on the internet?
No,
No?
man. It
No?
was handed to me by Big.
Really?
Yes, sir. On my
He's holding
50th
out.
birthday. On my 50th birthday.
And you
So,
haven't fucking
Matt-
smoked it?
Oh no, he gave me multiples.
Okay, there you go.
So Matt, how do we
Tell me.
find that cigar?
On the internet.
I was gonna say I'm looking right now. So far, I've had no luck.
Look, he's looking right now.
This,
No, but
this
it's
is
like
the new Joey. This is the new one. You can
I
find
saw
this
that
one.
Smoking had it, but didn't have any prices up.
Because I
Yeah.
asked Matt, I said to Matt, anything you got free,
See,
send it to us. He
They
goes,
didn't- they didn't,
go buy some bitches.
they didn't say it. They didn't say it. They said they're letting you pre-order it, which means
Yeah.
I can't pre-order it anymore,
Yeah.
and it's not there. I'll do some digging. Give me some time. I'll look around on the
Okay.
I know.
secondhand.
Yeah.
If you get one, I'll send you something.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find some. I'll do my digging. I'll do my digging.
You dig.
So, Matt, we appreciate you
So
coming on.
one last question, because I know I did forget to ask this. How'd you come up with the name Farce for the Room 101s? How'd you come up with the Farce name?
Because
I was always curious about that.
I was working on that series, The Blends, and I was talking to an executive from one of the larger companies in the business. We're having a conversation about certain elements, certain things. And he told me at one point, he said, "You know what, Matt? It's just a fucking farce." And I said, "Name."
I was wondering if that was, because I had my own ideas of I knew what a farce was, but I was curious to see if that was like kind of along those same lines of how that kind of happened. It was like, it's all a big like facade, and it's just kind of there. That's what I always thought it was.
I had postured as if I had left the game to manage politics and optics, which was a farce. So my first release,
right,
independent of collaboration, was called Farce.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to know.
Well, now you know.
I think I do know now. Now I know.
So people out there that think that we don't know nobody, we know Matt Booth, and
This
y'all
guy.
can eat a bag of dicks.
Whoa, so aggressive. He's very aggressive today.
Whatever you want to do, eat a bag
He
of dicks.
needs
He's on our
release.
podcast.
He's very
on our
he
podcast.
said relax, release.
That
Slow
man
down.
needs to let go of some of his fluids.
He needs to
Look at him.
relax.
It's
Dad,
all
you gotta
pent
relax.
up, man. Jesus.
You gotta relax, Dad. Damn. This guy. What are we gonna do with him?
Give him some porn.
I do porn.
Just give him
It
something.
doesn't work. I do porn. It don't work.
Unbelievable.
No, you know what he's got to do now? He's got to go to sleep after this.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Because now tomorrow we gotta do a live episode tomorrow.
So
We have one of my buddies on who's a wrestler.
Very cool.
And then next week we have Rick Rodriguez.
Nice, man. Tell him I said what's up.
I will. Yeah, Ricky's a good friend of mine. I met Ricky at Buttheads in Connecticut, and that's when I had started to put feelers out for my own cigars and start testing blends. And we just got to talking, and I walked away. I let him do his thing, and he kept, coming out and finding me to keep talking to me more and more. And we just kind of developed a friendship over the years. And then, I've been trying to get him on for a while, but I know he's always busy. So I finally sent him a text. I'm like, bro.
So
I'm like, I need you on my podcast. I said, I've been waiting for you to come on. It's been so long. And he's like, all right. He goes, let's do it. I said, here's the date. He goes, does this work? I said, as long as it works for you, you can have whatever date you want.
So
there we
tell
go.
us about this cigar.
He told us about that already.
I understand.
That was 2 weeks ago.
He said he got paid off for that already. Let's talk about something else.
See?
That's what he said. See?
See, he's paying attention.
I pay
Shout
attention
out
to these things.
Johnny in Tomorrow.
I pay attention to these things. Come on. See, I got to keep him on track.
I get
That's
it.
what I'm here
man.
for. I'm here
But
to keep it on
together,
track.
you guys are a superpower. You have to interact with each other. You both empower each other. I see how that works.
Yes.
Listen, I want to thank you for coming
Yes.
on. I appreciate
No,
you
man.
taking
Thanks for
time.
having me.
Listen, so let's go to story time again.
Oh, God.
Go to story time.
I don't know how much time he's got.
What kind of story
Go
are
to
we talking
story
about?
Whatever you want to talk about. Let's go to story time.
I think that the best story for this moment would tether directly to what you guys are trying to accomplish with your brand. I think that the story that you need to pay very close attention to, and you guys are very adept at this. I mean, you got a podcast, you guys are active, right? And you have so many weapons at your disposal to promote and sell your product that weren't available to a great deal of us, before the dawn of social media, right? And so, we've baked that into our business as it's evolved. You get to come off the starting blocks with all sorts of added benefits in that respect, because this is how you guys are going to reach your end user consumer with your message and with your product, man. It's in your pocket. I would hold up my phone to illustrate the fact that it's the phone, but I'm on my phone. If I did that, it would throw our interview askew, and I don't want to do that.
It's on right here.
You get
see?
what I'm
right
saying?
On the phone.
Right there.
Absolutely.
And you need
It's all in the palm of your hands.
And weaponize your podcast to reach as many people as humanly possible with your message, man. That's my story. That's your story. That's our story. That's story
There
time.
you go. And that's kind of where we've gotten to now, because we did this. We just hit our 1 year anniversary. I want to say last week, if I remember correctly, because it popped up in my memories.
Nice.
And in the year thank you. And in the year we've gotten on a sports network on Roku that averages 1,200 to 1,600 views a day. We've gotten on Amazon Fire TV with MB Radio, which is our veteran-owned radio station we're with. And we've gotten on their Roku channel as well. So, for us, it's so, kind of like you said, the tools are there to put the message out. But to us, it's surreal because we never expected it to go that far. That was our goal, was to get onto like an Amazon or a Roku or something like that to be able to, put this out to the masses. And when these opportunities arose, we jumped on them.
We want to thank you for coming on, taking time out your busy schedule, and we're on your busy schedule. So thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
I just screen capped this shit to preserve it for me.
There you go.
That's right. No,
So,
and I
Matt,
and I appreciate, it's my pleasure. I appreciate you guys having me on, taking the time to ruin one of your shows with my incessant babbling.
That's okay, and we love it. And
you and your viewers will never get back.
That's okay, and I'm okay with that. I loved every minute of it. We're definitely gonna have to do this again for sure.
Fucking
absolutely.
Release something else.
Either that, or we'll set up maybe a time for it to be a live episode.
There we go.
When you're not, we'll do a live episode, and this way we can have viewers interacting with you as well.
I could dig that. I'm ready for that.
I feel like
I like the interaction.
I feel like that would be a lot of fun, I'm sure.
So Danny, thank you, Danny, for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me be a fly on the wall here and hang out. And
absolutely, bro.
Danny,
I appreciate it.
You're more than welcome, bro.
You just let us know if there's a guest you want a guest host on. We'll bring you on. We don't mind.
All right.
You know that.
Got it.
So guys, it's been Sunday Fun Day with Matt Booth. Danny, my man, Danny, right there. Yo, now we're going to go to commercial. We'll see you guys later. Deuces.
Thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.
You guest on your podcast? I said no.